22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett, open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Able to complete this to Shenault. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 29, Jackson finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where the low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll work down inside the 45. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Pickett's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for the first. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Being chased out left. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Now Pickett on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Yeah, they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Connection made with Shenault. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Now they've completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. Gets around him. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Second down and goal. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. From the 31, Pickett.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Carl Lawson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stats going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This has to go down to one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
Man, open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Jackson on first down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 9.
Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That's going to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they deliver there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Carter from 3 yards out.
And the Commanders have taken the lead. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 10-7.
This take it in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pickett now on 1st down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 40-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 31, Pickett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Pickett.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. closely. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for Washington, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Washington. Taking it about the 36. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 3rd and 2, Pickett. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Hands it off out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pickett. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys have now moved out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And the Washington offense heading out. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss for Swift left side. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Succop's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now, once again, Kenny Pickett leading his offense out. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out right around the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, it's Pickett again. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Back to throw, Pickett.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
He was covered by Jalen Davis.
Swift going to try up the middle.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson complete. The tight end Kelsey. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out come the Bucs now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Pickett on 3rd and 1. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Pickett will look to throw it here. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. His throw incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Ryan Suckup on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Pickett to throw on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Pickett, and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Carl Lawson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Agnew now to return.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll start on the ground here on first. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
5 yards on the play.
Now Pickett. He's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty.
And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
He was covered by Jamal.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with